I was born in a polygamous family, total of 17 in the family, in one of the slums in Onitsha. It is called Oboko. So I need to sell those breadfruits every day of my life before going to school. I never wanted to be a sister. I didn't want to be a reverend sister. I studied in New York Methodist Hospital, Brooklyn, and New York University Hospital, free. He wanted me to marry a man of his own choice. He doesn't want you to talk to anybody. But when you give her your results, she might even turn it upside down, and she's there saying, why did you take the 5th position? To be honest with you, look as if that course followed them. But if it's the will of God, nobody will expel you. But if it's not the will of God, even if they expel you, being a sister is not the main thing, but going to heaven. I'm Reverend Sister Dr. Joyce Ezeugo. I'm a religious of the Congregation of Daughters of Mary, Mother of Mercy. I'm a medical doctor, an obstetrician and gynaecologist. I'm also emergency medicine specialist. I'm also a hospital evaluator. I was born and brought up in one of the slums in Onitsha. It is called Oboko. Growing up wasn't easy. I was born in a polygamous family. My mom is the last wife. We are 9 from my own mother. You can imagine, so we are a total of 17 in the family. So you can imagine one man taking care of 17 children. It won't be easy. So it looks as if it's to your tent, O Israel. Every mother should take care of her own children. And my mom has 9. Initially, they enrolled me into a primary school, morning school. But because my mom needs some funds, she needs money to take care of us. She has to withdraw me from morning school and put me in afternoon school. I sell breadfruit. So I need to sell those breadfruits every day of my life before going to school, from my primary 1 to my primary 6. When after hawking and under that hot sun, I'll still go back to the school to receive some lashes because I will be late to school. But be that as it may, it didn't deter me. 3rd term of that, my 1st year in the primary school, I took 1st position and I maintained 1st till I finished my primary 6. My mom didn't see any forward of formal education. But when you give her your results, she might even turn it upside down, and she's there saying, why did you take the 5th position? She didn't even know where the 5th position is reached. But that was, to me, was a source of encouragement because I want what will make her happy. So from the 3rd term, I took 1st position. When I say, did she do something that others are not doing? But she would say, you did well. Oh, you did well. Try to keep it up. So every day I will go for my broke rosary, come back, we eat, and then have our night prayer. I'll be my destiny. And growing up in a slum is not easy. A lot of things. You can imagine one room housing 7 people or 9 people. Almost everybody in that environment, they have the same lifestyle. But when you look at your parents and see the way they love and their commitment and consistency, it keeps you in check. Fortunately for me, when I took my common entrance, I was one of the best for my primary school, Oboko Community Primary School 4. So when I finished my primary school, even though sometimes there will be no teachers, sometimes there will be teachers. So I took my common entrance. Fortunately for me, they said that I scored very well, that they will now send me to any school of my choice, which I don't have any choice. Finally, they said it's a QRC, Queen of Rosary College, Onitsha. Junior school where the sisters train people. So I have that interest. And I wrote the common entrance and passed. But I know my mom cannot afford it. So as God will have it, when I told my brothers, I told them I'm the 7th child, that if it's possible, I would like to attend it. All of them shouted, what? When you have been given opportunity to study for free, you're looking for this one, you're on your own. But after some time, I accepted to go to the secondary school. But one evening like that, our 2nd son came back and said, you say you want to attend? I said, yes. He said, okay, get prepared. You'll go to juniorate. But on one condition, you should not give me headache. Don't ask me for provision. I can't pay for your boarding fee with feeding fee and give you. But you won't blame him. He wasn't educated. He just had one room because they just settled him after serving his master. So I stay with him, and he's a reserved person. He doesn't want you to talk to anybody. So you must be following his instruction or you will have problem. So when I took my junior WAEC, I was the best. You know, because I would say we're living in Onitsha. Fortunately, those people that live in Onitsha, they know themselves. They live in the, where rich people are living in Onitsha. They live in Omaba, Awada. Every day, the GRA, they'll be asking me, which part of Onitsha? I don't want to tell them. They will be asking me, why is it that it's only this man that comes? Is he your husband? I say, it's my brother. So children can be mischievous. So one incident happened during one of our holidays, because whenever we're on holiday, I see how they break food for my mother to help her. So one day, I now told them it's 18 years ago. I didn't want to tell them Okpoko. As a child, also you still have your pride and certain things to hide. I was shocked one day during our holiday. One day I was in the house. Then they have already made me regulator, and I was struggling hard to maintain it in my SS class. These children, they came, 5 of them. One is in a class above, 4 of my class, with 2 of their younger ones. They suffer and came all the way from GRA to come and find out that place because somebody have told them that it's Okpoko. No, they went to principal's office and found out that it's Okpoko. So they just wanted to come and maybe, I don't know what they had in mind. So when they visited, I was busy washing, I can't forget that day, washing my daddy's clothes. I finished scrubbing. When you finish, it will allow you to air dry. So I was washing. Somebody says, sister, look back, and I look and saw them. I don't know whether I should faint, I should jump. I heard myself, I said, hey, welcome. I gave them seats to sit down outside because they already have a mission to accomplish. I now use my last money I have saved for buying my provision, because now I can buy provision, give it to somebody that is in that school that will bring it so that my brother will not see it. I use it to go and buy egg roll, full egg inside that. For the first time, I didn't buy for 5, I bought 7, those 2 small ones. Thinking that I use it to buy them over. I bought Maltina, precisely, because I remember things vividly. I bought it, thinking that. Do you know when I went to bring something to open it, they tiptoed and opened the room to look and say, hey, they saw rats. That they saw rats, jump, children. So after saying all this, so somebody says, sister, who are these people? Are they your friend? The way they're behaving, they're not behaving as if they're friend. I say, yes, they're my friend. So when they finished their egg roll and their malt, they left. Me, I wanted to change school because I know what I'm expecting. But after some time, I said, they can't determine my future. I only discussed it with my sister. She said, it doesn't matter. Just continue being yourself. Even if they say it won't last for more than 1 year. Only for, when we returned after the holiday, there were small gossip until somebody said, is it true that you people are living in one dirty place? Is it true? I said, yes, it's a dirty place, but I always keep it clean. So anybody that comes to yes, it's a slum. It's a 1-room house, my father, my mother, and all of us, but it doesn't matter. But it's clean. They say, yes, they saw rats dancing in our room. I say, yes, they can dance, but still, after dancing, they will leave. So, I have to encourage myself. I didn't even, so until some of the teachers step in and then, told them that they are malicious, they are evil. I say that it will not be well with them. And to be honest with you, look as if that cause followed them. Because all efforts to calm them down, they were telling me to bring something so that I said, why should I give you something to calm? Continue saying whatever you're saying, I don't care. So, but being a human being, it's really hard. It took some pound of my flesh. Because that time, I was just like a moving shadow. But thank God it did not affect my position. Because if it had affected my position, it wouldn't have been so good. So this is one of the experiences I had that I know that it affected me psychologically, mentally, socially, and otherwise. But yes, it affected me, but it now also spurred me to do better. Because if I do better, I will change the story of my parents. Because this is their story, it's not my story. So after our WAEC, as God will have it, I had the best results. It happened. Then after my secondary school, still because of the problem, he wanted me to marry a man of his own choice so that his state, because he's selling building materials, so that he will be elevated. So I don't like the person. I've never even seen the person. The person that doesn't want me to greet people. But whenever this person comes, he say I should go and keep the person company. So immediately he goes down, I will tell the man to disappear from this house. So that thing now created a big problem between us. He said, I will train you with the money I'm making, and you don't want me to make the money. And then my dad died after my SS2 exam. But he was telling me that he would like me to marry a son of one of his friends, that he know that he will take care of me. That's when you don't have anything to do with somebody that wants to marry. It must be parents. Unlike now, that was in 1994, 93, 94. So as God will have it, my mom also said that there is somebody that said that he would like to marry this person. So being you can imagine, at that my age, 17, I get confused. I love my mom so much. I want to, make my dad happy now that he's late. But this one is a terror to me. If I didn't marry him, would he ask me to pay back the money he used in paying for my school fees? So because I never wanted to be a sister. I didn't want to be a reverend sister. I just want to have a good training to change that history, because I can see the suffering. My mom most often, after cooking, he will say that I'm the one that will come and find out. He will share the whole thing and lick the pots and all those things. I will ask, Mama, where is your own? He will hit me and say, go. You are the only one that will come to ask too many questions. So, I have been, my desire is to change that story, that narrative. Thank you. So when we are there, I saw that the people that are working in oil company are the ones that are taking good care of their kids very well. So I vowed to study chemical engineering, so that I will work in Shell and take good care of my siblings and them. So that was, and also I have phobia for blood. So as God will have it, after all said and done, I discovered that my brother is pushing for me to marry that person. So I told my mother, I want to run away in case. So I told my mom, I'm running away, but I will be fine. There was no phone, but I don't want to do my Christmas there, because I don't have the strength to say no to my brother. So I ran to the sister's house in Omoahia, told them everything. Said, I don't want to be a sister, but I want to be here for now, so that I can make up my mind what I want to do, what I want to be in future. Unfortunately for me, they were looking for me everywhere. They said that my brother said, anything I want to do now, I can do, that they have forgiven me. So by January, February, I have seen them, people that become sisters. I said, this is like, it's sweet though. That's how I joined. I never had any premonition that I want to be a reverend sister. So when I told the mother, she said, are you sure that I should sleep over it? And I have never had any relation that is a reverend sister that will tell me which one is which. But just like that, in April 1994, I was hooded as a postulant. Now, the first visit after being a postulant, my brother has already accepted I should continue. I came back. My mother made this breadfruit. Now it's only her. She has many to sell, but no market. So when I came, I saw the pains in her eyes. I don't know whether a sister can wear the sister clothes, that is a beginner, and sell. So I told her, Mama, I know what I will do. Let's eat this one. Since you have, let me go and ask them. Our own order, we are in St. Jude Parish, Onitsha, Fego, Onitsha. So I went and told the superior, please, my mother and is finding it difficult. During this my holiday, can I help her?